Hi, we're here today at Belltone Recording in Nashville with Sophie Gault. Sophie, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
As a part of Americanafest, you are here in support of your current album, Baltic Street Hotel.
Yep.
And it's coming out September 20th. So by the time this airs, it'll already be out. So you out there, please purchase it, stream it, and all that.
Yep.
Will this next song, or your first song, be a song from that album?
Yes. Yeah. This is called Over and Out. Are you okay? I've been calling all night, thinking about you all day, and I didn't mean to hurt you when I said those things in that way. Don't you know that I'm only human? I'm only doing things the best way I know how, trying to figure it out. Don't give up on me now. Over and out. Over and out. Gonna go to the moon, run away to Mars. Am I gonna have to chase you through an asteroid field, somewhere up there in the stars? Don't you know that I'm only human? I'm only doing things the best way I know how, trying to figure it out. Don't give up on me now. Over and out. Over and out. Okay, I've been calling all night, thinking about you all day.
Wow. It was so poignant and personal, and it is very reminiscent of like a Lucinda song.
Right.
Which I read in your bio. She was a huge influence on you.
Huge, yeah.
This current album that going back to the whole Lucinda Williams connection was produced by Ray Kennedy. Tell us a little about how you hooked up with Ray and how he ended up working on your album.
Yeah, so I met Ray because he mixed my first album, and so he was kind of around, and we knew each other from that. And he asked if I wanted to do an album with him for my second one. I said yes, and he produced it, and he hired all the musicians and everything, and it's really cool.
Well, what was that process like? Did you already have the batch of songs ready to go, or are you kind of like writing as you were recording? I mean, what's your creative process?
Most of it was written. I think there was one song that I was writing as we were sort of like figuring out logistics and everything, and like pre-production, and he told me to, work on the song. He was like, I like these songs, write more, dig deeper, which I'm glad he did that, so, yeah.
And your songs go very deep. I mean, you're very open about the fact that you've had some struggles with mental health and so forth, and I love that you're an advocate, for that. Would you mind speaking a little bit about it?
Sure, yeah. So I wrote a song called Christmas in the Psych Ward, which is about, just an experience being committed to a psych ward, which I think it's funny how a lot of people can talk about depression and like drug abuse and stuff like that, but there's a thing called bipolar mania, which is very common, but not a lot of people talk about it because it's kind of it's more difficult to explain to people, and there's a lot of misunderstandings about it. And so similarly, schizophrenia is, kind of harder to talk about as well. So I just thought it was a topic that could be cool to make a song about.
And what's the feedback been from the song? I mean,
people who know that from experience and who know people who know that are really, I get great feedback from them.
It's like cathartic to talk about it?
Really cathartic, yeah. And I love talking about it. I have no, problem talking about that kind of stuff with people, so it's cool. I've met a lot of really interesting people through doing that.
Well, that's fantastic. And thank you so much for, carrying that torch and allowing me to be part of the conversation.
Of course, yeah. Thank you for saying that.
What's your next song?
This one's called Kid on the Radio.
That's also from your new
also on
album?
the next album on Baltic Street Hotel, yeah. So, Kid on the Radio. High beams lit, lost down the back roads of your mind, looking for the answers, and you feel just like a child. Outside it's colder than a concrete floor. Can't help but feel like nothing means much anymore. But they can't take your love away, take your love away. It's older than you, knows what to do, it's running through your veins. Truth echoes like a drum, voices of the angels hum, and they're gonna sing you home. You're not alone, a kid on the radio. Messed up in the head, somebody shot out all the lights. Something someone said just isn't sitting right. Maybe someone's not exactly who you thought they were. It won't be the last time, and you know it's not the first. They can't take your love away, take your love away. It's older than you, knows what to do, it's running through your veins. Truth echoes like a drum, voices of the angels hum, and they're gonna sing you home. You're not alone, a kid on the radio, kid on the radio. Kid on the radio, kid on the radio, kid on the radio. Yeah, truth echoes like a drum, voices of the angels hum, and they're gonna sing you home. You're not alone, kid on the radio. You're not alone, kid on the radio, 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 kid on the radio,
Woo! Fantastic.
This one's called Things Are Going Good. It's also on my new album. And it's the last song on the album.
End on a happy note.
Yeah. It was raining on and off all day long. And the XM radio was playing all my favorite songs. And last night I cleaned up in tears. I went out with everybody, I kissed last call on the lips. I went home and turned out the light and dreamt I flew into a lunar eclipse. And things are going good, better than they should. Hurry up and knock on wood when things are going good. I woke up to the cool breeze of a ceiling fan. I cooked up some eggs and bacon in the frying pan. And made my coffee extra strong. Thought, this is right where I belong. Sitting on the front steps listening to a blue jay singing me a song. And things are going good, better than they should. Hurry up and knock on wood when things are going good. It was nice and easy when I drove in yesterday. Just an endless stream of green, there were no red lights in my way. I had the windows rolled down, had somebody's voice turned up loud. Broken heart on the man, both feet back on the ground. And things are going good, better than they should. Hurry up and knock on wood. Things are going good. Going good, a whole lot better than they should. No better time to knock on wood when things are going good. And it was raining on and off all day long.
Wow. Great storytelling.
Thank
Just
you.
love the self-deprecating
Thanks.
nature of it. And
Right.
it brought me up. It was very uplifting.
Oh, cool. I'm glad you feel that way about it. That's awesome. Yeah, thanks for having me.
Well, thanks for joining us today. Do you have one more for us?
I could play another one, sure, yeah. Let's see. Child of the summertime, kissed by the sun. The Wintertime is coming and it's cold. The open fields of dandelions where the wild horses run, they will soon be covered up in snow. But when they're coming back, nobody knows. When the sun rises up in the west, sets in the east, and everything is free and the seas run dry, baby, then we'll meet again, my love, when none of the trees grow out of the ground but out of the sky. And there's no wondering why, no fire, no ice. The childhood days are over and you'd give just about anything for tears of joy instead of sad smiles. Fear will cut you like a sword, no matter if you're rich or poor. Don't let it tear you up from the inside. Don't let it take the light out of your eyes. When the sun rises up in the west, sets in the east, and everything is free and the seas run dry, baby, then we'll meet again, my love, when none of the trees grow out of the ground but out of the sky. And there's no wondering why, and no wondering why, no fire, no ice.
Sophie, thank you for sharing your beautiful songs with us. We look forward to your new album.
Yeah,
And
thank
we
you.
hope to see you again soon.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks for having me.